In today's video, Charlotte, reporter of the Steam Bird in Fontaine. Charlotte is a 4-star cryo character, catalyst user, healer, and cryo applier. In this video, you'll find tips, talents, explanations, artifact sets, weapons, and more, so keep watching if you want to have the best Charlotte in Genshin. Join my Discord server if you want to make friends and play Genshin or other games. You're more than welcome to join. So without further ado, this is Charlotte's character investment, and let's jump right into her active talents. With the normal attack, she takes aim at targets using Monsieur Verite, performing up to 3 consecutive attacks, dealing cryo damage. With the charge attack, she consumes stamina, deploying Monsieur Verite to deal AoE cryo damage. She doesn't use this part of her kit unless you need to apply cryo on opponents, but you prefer using other abilities of hers, so let's have a look at them. With this skill, Charlotte uses Monsieur Verite, and it will have different properties based on how you use it. If you tap it, she takes a snapshot using Monsieur Verite, dealing AoE cryo damage to opponents in front of her, and applies Snappy Silhouette to a maximum of 5 opponents. During this effect's duration, it will deal cryo damage to opponents at intervals, so it's like Nahira's skill by cryo. If you hold it, Charlotte enters composition mode, and during this time, the viewfinder will expand as you hold until you reach a finisher frame state. In this state, Charlotte can move and change direction freely. When the hold state ends, Monsieur Verite will deal cryo damage to all opponents locked down within the viewfinder and apply the same snappy silhouette as tap mode does to them. If you unleash this ability only after reaching finisher frame, you will instead apply focus impression, which lasts longer and deals more damage, but the skill cooldown will be longer. So of course, it's more convenient for you to use her whole mode. It takes a little to charge up, but at least the effect will be longer and opponents will always have cryo on them. With the burst, Charlotte creates a new splash field that will deal AoE cryo damage and restore HP for all nearby party members based on her attack. While this ability is active, Monsieur Verite will deal cryo damage at intervals to opponents within its AoE and will also continuously restore HP to active characters within its AoE based on her attack, so you have good cryo application and really strong healing. The level of priority is Burst, Skill, and Last Normal Attack. Let's have a look at her passive talents. With the first one, when opponents marked by her skill are defeated, the skill cooldown will be decreased by 2 seconds. You can have the cooldown reduced by a maximum of 8 seconds, which is really good and allows you to always use her ult skill without waiting ages for it to be ready again. With the second one, when the party contains 1 to 3 Fontainians other than herself, Charlotte gains a 5%, 10%, or 15% healing bonus, and when the party contains from 1 to 3 non-Fontainians, Charlotte gains a 5%, 10%, or 15% cryo damage bonus. This is a good talent for her performances, also kinda different since mechanics like this are usually based on characters' elemental types. In this case, it's based on Fontainians characters. The last one doesn't provide any buffs or facilitation while exploring. It simply allows you to zoom while taking photos, so pretty cool if you like to go around Mondstadt, taking picture and enjoy views. Before we uncover artifacts options, the majority of the viewers are not subscribed, so subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content and make sure to activate the notifications to don't miss out any future guides of your favorite characters. Now, for artifacts options, for 2-piece you can use 2-piece attack, Gladiator, Simnawa, and all others, 2-piece healing bonus, Maiden Beloved, Ocean You Clam, and Song of Days Past, 2-piece cryo damage, Blizzard Slayer, and 2-piece energy charge, Emblem Master Fate. For 4-piece you can use all 3 that provides healing bonus. Maiden increases her healing, Ocean deals damage based on the healing provided, and Song grants a buff in attack and damage based on healing provided, which is good for her since the first instance of her burst heals everyone. Main stats are energy charge on the sand, attack on the goblet, and attack or healing bonus on the circlet. Sub-stats are attack, energy charge, crits, and EM. Let's have a look at her weapons options. First option is Carnivore Atlas, which grants her a lot of attack, which is pretty good for her performances. The effect grants increased elemental damage, and the rest of it won't probably happen often since it has a 30 seconds cooldown. Lost Prayer, which gives a lot of attack and crit rate. The effect increases movement speed and elemental damage, which is quite good for her burst. Crane's Echoing Call, which gives a lot of attack. The effect won't even activate with her, but if you have this weapon without no one using it, it could be a great option. For 4 subs options, Favonius Codex, which gives her a lot of attack and energy charge. Remember to give crit rate to activate the effect. Let's have a look at her constellation before team comps so we can understand if there are any constellations needed, or we can play Charlotte as the heroes learning great performances. With the first one, after a burst heals a character, it will mark them with verification, which will heal them once every 2 seconds for 80% of Charlotte's attack. This effect lasts 6 seconds. This is really strong. Despite that, I don't think this is that useful since her first instance of healing is already strong enough, so you won't have all characters taking advantage from this constellation. Only who has a lot of HP can take advantage from this since you have more to recover, but for characters out of this category, it's kinda useless almost. With the second one, when using this skill, when Monsieur Verite its opponents, Charlotte's own attack will be increased based on how many opponents the camera hits. Pretty good since she buffs herself to heal even more. The third increases the level of the burst by 3. Perfect. With the fourth, when the burst hits an opponent marked by snappy silhouette or focused impression, it will deal 10% more damage and restore 2 energy to Charlotte. Quite good since it makes the charging progress of the burst easier and quicker. The fifth increases the level of the skill by 3. And with the last one, when the active character's normally charged attacks hits an opponent marked Monsieur Verite will initiate a coordinated attack that deals 180% of Charlotte's attack as AoE cryo damage and heals active character within the AoE for 42% of Charlotte's attack. This is really good. Now she will constantly heal the party and also deal a lot more damage. She has really great constellation. They buff her performances in healing and in off-field damage and elemental application. You can play her as a 0 by the way, so don't worry if you don't have her constellations. Now for team comps, first option is a freeze team with Ganyu, Kazuha, Charlotte and Furina. In this case you have Kazuha reducing opponent's resistance to cryo. Also he helps Furina with Hydro application. Furina buffs everyone and Charlotte heals and keeps opponents frozen. Charlotte and Furina also go really well together since Charlotte can heal everyone with a burst. Second option is with Chaska, Charlotte, Bennett and Furina. In this case Charlotte and Furina do the same things as in the previous team. Bennett buffs and attack and heals if you will. This team is the weaker form of the one with Chaska, Citlali, Bennett and Furina, and even though the one with Citlali is stronger, this one with Charlotte holds its own against it. As always, these were just examples. You can use Charlotte in a lot of other teams, so have fun with her and let me know which team of her is your favorite. And that's all you needed to know about our reporter Charlotte. I hope this video came useful to you. Don't forget to leave a comment on what you think of this incredible character. I'd remind you to subscribe to the channel and also to my TikTok and Instagram accounts. To join my Discord server if you want to participate in the next videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!